Hello guys, you're all welcome to today's video, and in today's video I'll be covering the weekly outlook for the new week. So this video will be very brief, and if you are looking for maybe a more detailed breakdown of how last week went, you can check the backtesting video that I backtested, and I explained so much even about why I expect what I'm going to be expecting for this new week. So if you are new to the channel, leave a sub, like, and let's jump right into it. So first things first, let's start from the 1 week time frame, usually like how we normally do, and there's nothing quite much on the 1 week time frame rather than what we're already seeing or what we've said previous weeks back, because recently price hasn't actually moved aggressively, but the last couple of weeks have just been shaky and kind of bearish though. So let's mark out I'll be marking out this week's this week's low right here, and then we can just, I've marked it out already. Let's go down to the 1 day time frame. So when we come back down to the 1 day time frame here right now, what I'm actually saying from this level is, with this particular reaction that we saw here and the failure that price failed to hold this level to push up higher, I'm saying that this price is actually holding up this level to actually use it as a way to push down lower, because we saw that despite the failure of price to close below this level with this particular candle here, price failed to give a full body close above this candle or to hold up this rejection as a way to push up higher. And in return, I actually expected that probably halfway through this candle, price should actually give some kind of sell-off. But then we saw a very bullish candle here on Wednesday that pushed up as high as this, but still failed to actually close above this particular level to be able to push up higher, and it gave about this rejection. So probably there's a possibility that price would actually move from this level, from the daily time frame, and come down to sweep out this low. But then if price is able to give a full body close above this particular level here, then most likely the next couple of candles that would actually form would actually be pushing up higher. So basically that's the basic idea in simple, very simple basically, about what I'm saying on the daily time frame. So let's go down to the 4 hours time frame. When we come back down to the 4 hours time frame, this level is actually still correlating to what we've seen already on the daily time frame, and we can see the failure again of price to hold this guy to push up higher, because already we saw this very nice bullish reaction from when price tapped into this key level. This is one of the key entries that we actually use on my channel, but price failed to hold up higher because already we saw this nice other block, a full body close above it. But when price came in to tap into that level, instead of price to hold that level to push up higher, price failed, and we saw the next candles that formed were actually bearish candles, whereby more entries were picked up somewhere here, and we saw a sell-off again. So that's actually, price has actually been giving some interesting moves, and this is actually why I'm actually looking at the possibility that price will come back down as low as this to sell off. So let's go down to the 1 hour time frame. When we come back down to the 1 hour time frame now, we actually see something very interesting, and we actually get the story of what is actually happening from that daily time frame and down to the 4 hours, and we actually get a very clearer look at what is actually happening. So you could actually see what happened here. This is actually the key. This was the key, the resistance level. This was actually a support level, but that was flipped to be a resistance level. And we could see that somewhere around here, price tried to reclaim that level but failed. And anytime it closed below it, we saw a massive sell-off. Then coming towards Wednesday, we saw another attempt to break it again, but this time it still failed, and price sold off from the resistance level again. And this move was actually the move that we thought could possibly push up higher, despite the fact that there was actually, this level is actually a premium level, but then price still failed. But we thought that could be a possibility that price would actually use that way to push up higher. But when price came to hold into this breakout block again, we saw a failure again, another failure swing, and price held this guy aggressively. And you could see that we had this bullish trend line that we were moving on, but this failure still held price down, and we saw a breakout of that level. So usually how you trade this is, you target where price broke out from, which is somewhere around this region as your entry, and you could see that price did that exactly, came into that level, and we are seeing some kind of bearish reaction. So with all of this that I've said, what do I expect? Actually, I expect that due to these multiple failures that price has made to break out and push up higher, most likely probably we might see something like this. might see something like this. Price may actually hold on to this level and sell off. And the only way that actually this bias would actually change is if price comes into this level, and instead of it to hold up to sell, it does something like this, closes above this high right here. Then we can expect that price should do something like that. And if it closes above the support level, this resistance level again, then most likely maybe this time it will actually push up higher and actually give us something solid that we can hope on to. So this is actually what I'm actually expecting for the new week. And you could actually notice that if we actually take a look, we could actually see that there's like a inverse head and shoulder formation that is actually trying to form also, but then it needs to struggle to break above this high. So if it breaks above this high right here, then we can actually get to see that we can actually get a very sweet move higher. But if it doesn't, there's clearly everything is actually indicating towards the sales side of stuff. So let's go down to 30 minutes. Let's see what we can actually get on the 30 minutes time frame. When we come back down to 30 minutes, we can still see that the same story that we're already seeing on the 1 day time, or on the 1 hour time frame, is still what we're seeing here. You cannot just force the market to change or to change what's actually going on. So you have to actually wait to see both confirmation and work with what you're already seeing. And what I'm already seeing still on this time frame is still this same thing. Yeah, so this is actually one of the key expectations that I have. And like I said, if price is able to do something like this, close above this high here, full body, then we can then expect something like this and probably get to break above this level completely. And one thing that would even support it more was that you could notice that we have this FVG here that actually pushed price down lower. So if price is able to close above this level, you can expect that you will get some sweet entries here, and price could actually even move as high as this, push up towards 4600 and beyond. So this is actually what I'm expecting for the new week. You could see that our 30 minutes time frame is correlating. Let's check 15 minutes time frame before we close this out. Let's check 15 minutes time frame. Sorry, the network is a bit laggy. Yeah, when we come down to 15 minutes time frame, we could still see it's still the same story, but I would want to point something out here. So on the 15 minutes time frame, still the same thing here. We can even attempt to get some sales, stop loss somewhere here, and targets right here. So we could actually get something like this. The entries could even be somewhere here. But one thing, we could actually get something like this and just expect something like this. And one of the key confirmation at this point is actually for price to close below this guy here. Once price is able to do that, in fact, for those that are even late to this particular entry, you could actually get more sweet entries from somewhere here, something like this. You can actually get sweet entries too from this level that would actually give you solid RR. So this is actually additional confirmation. But something that is actually giving me, would I say, a second thought to how I approach sales is that we need to act conservative we need to be very conservative with how we approach the markets like this, because there's something I do not like when I see candles like this type of candles at this point, because most likely price chases them for liquidity. So if we see something like this, then there's actually a high chance that if price comes into this level and fails to maybe take out this low that it will create at this point, and we see something like this, most likely maybe let's say to take out this particular high, most likely it might just end up saying it will most likely take out this guy, it will most likely take out that guy. Sorry, my trading review. Okay, it will most likely take out this guy here, and then we might see something like this. So this is actually something that we need to keep an open mind to, that there's that possibility, regardless of the fact that it's looking bearish, there's that possibility that everything could change and price could actually take on a different trajectory, and the market could actually move in a completely different direction. And one thing you can notice is that we had this FVG here. So if price is able to even break and close above this high here, most likely this would be a honeypot, and you might just get something like this, and price would push up higher and continue pushing up higher. So basically, this is what I'm expecting for the new week, and I'll be dropping more information. I'll be dropping more breakdowns on the channel. So if you're not part of it, you can use the link in the description to join up. So I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching.